Hey guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. Today I'm reviewing the newest film from A24, Midsommar. And with every video on this channel, this is just my opinion, and I would love to hear yours in the comment section below. So Midsommar is directed by Ari Aster, the same director as Hereditary, and stars Florence Pugh. And I think Florence Pugh gave an excellent performance right off the bat. I just want to put it out there. I thought it was amazing. Clearly these scripts written by Ari Aster are fantastic. Toni Collette was amazing in Hereditary. I think that Florence Pugh is just as good in this film. For my money, I was really blown away from her performance. A character that is dealing with so much grief and so many just internal issues and always kind of repressing all her own personal problems by trying to help others and kind of just accept how people treat her. And then seeing her kind of come full circle at the end of the film was really well done. And her just breaking down. It's always so hard, in my opinion, for actors to just show themselves as just completely broken and destroyed emotionally. And she nailed it multiple times in this movie. She's throwing different extreme levels of emotion, and I thought she was just excellent. Now, compared to Hereditary, I like this movie actually substantially more. I liked Hereditary, but something about it just didn't click with me. This one really resonated. I thought the imagery was amazing. I love the cinematography of both films, where you just have these kind of framed shots, and the shot is framed on, a building or a landscape, just a particular cell, and everything's going on within it. It's not focusing necessarily all the time on the actors or even what's necessarily happening, but you just get this shot and the lingering and just the kind of the still tripod feel of it, and the slow pans in, the slow pans out. I love it. I love that style. I love the cinematography. The story itself is pretty bare bones. I mean, like you saw in the trailers, you're getting basically what you are shown it's going to be. You have a group of friends that are going to this festival in Sweden, and then things go crazy because they're there and they're kind of trapped. It's kind of your traditional kind of thing like that. But just the visceral intensity of some of the shots in this movie were incredible. I mean, there's a scene where some people are jumping off a cliff. There are scenes with just sexuality that is so graphic and disturbing, but just for the strangest reasons. And this movie does such a good job with its score and its sound effects. The breathing, the chanting, the singing is so eerie. It creates such an eerie environment. And the music swelling as things pan in and pan out. It's just masterfully made, in my opinion. All that being said, this is one of those movies, like a lot of other A24 movies, especially horror films, where mass audiences probably won't love it, and I totally get that, and I totally understand that. It is kind of pretentious in its filmmaking, but I really enjoyed it, and I can't say my theater enjoyed it a lot. I went in with probably 12 people in my theater, and I was the only person in the theater by the end of the film. I mean, you could chalk that up to the slow story pacing and kind of the long panning artistic shots, or just the strangeness of the film, but it could also be the graphicness. This movie is, like I said, for my money, probably more graphic than Hereditary and more disturbing with its graphic nature. So if I were to rate this movie, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's one of my favorite movies of the year. It's so different from a lot of other things that you see. I mean, it does kind of feel very similar to Hereditary in its tone and everything, but having it be in just bright daylight, just willing to put these things on without putting any kind of filter or making it creepier with, the darkness or the shadows, the unknown. It's in your face. Everything's right there. It doesn't hide a whole lot from you. And just kind of that honesty of filmmaking and honesty of graphic nature is even more disturbing, in my opinion. When I'm watching it, it's not as disturbing as when something's in the dark and meant to be creepy. It's like, oh, here's this kind of happy, beautiful meadow, and just horrible things are happening. I don't know. I think it's really interesting how they pulled this off. All right, guys, let me know in the comments down below, how did you feel about it? Is this one of those movies, like a lot of other movies that come out like this, where I think a lot of audiences are going to really hate it, and some select few are going to really enjoy it, and I want to see what you loved about it, what you hated about it. I really want to start the discussion in the comments section. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you next time.